This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Bad lap qualifying. This car is good in race trim.
7th is Regan Smith in that 7 car. Smith started in 16th. Nice move in the early going there for Regan Smith. Now, second to go. Watch Joe Nemechek in the 87 car.
Whoa.
He and Brad Sweet
saved that
in the 5.
Great job.
And we stay under the green flag. Now, in last year's race, the first pit stops by the leaders came under the green, and they happened at lap 32. Just a little bit away from that now, so we'll take a break here. Come back.
Why me?
Back at California, just shy of green flag pit stops, the 7th place car, the 7 of Regan Smith, is only running with air in 3 of those tires.
Yeah, look, left front flat right there. No caution right now.
We pick up on the left side here, guys.
We hardly ever see left side flat, especially a left front, especially maybe get bumped or something with the front splinter, tear it up. Vince, what's happening down there?
Well, Regan Smith had indicated that the car was all over the place. He had been critical of its handling, and they were concerned about maybe they had a tire going down, as we've got a caution out for debris. And sure enough, the left front for Regan Smith is down, and he is in to get that addressed.
Paulie Haraka in trouble.
That is a huge blow up on that engine.
Looks like that could be a fuel line. Yeah, this can destroy the race car pretty quickly if they don't get it out.
Yeah, you can see he's really concerned about it. Aren't at yet.
Top left of the screen.
See, he knew he had a problem, but it didn't become as obvious until he got pretty slow.
Under caution, Jason White went for a spin off of turn number 4. Show it to you in a minute. First, the pit road is open for the lead lap cars, and everybody's headed in. It happened off turn 4.
Yeah, we talked about real estate a while ago, how you just need that extra couple of feet coming off the corner. Jason White didn't quite have it here. Just inside Mike Harmon.
And that grass can do a lot of damage to the front end of that car.
Hit a number on the splitter on the 00.
Everybody pitted except one car.
You know, if you're supposed to have fun in a race car, I would say these drivers were having fun today, because I've seen them make some passes, make some real aggressive moves. Whoa, spin off of trouble, off of True. Sweet.
Gonna get away with it.
No caution yet.
No caution. We're going to need to come get tires, guys. Come on. They're coming by on the track.
Brad Sweet was running in 8th when this happened.
Oh, he gets tagged by Brian Scott, gets him in the left rear quarter panel. Does a good job holding on to it. For all over, they gave him good pit stops. He's got a good solid run going because of it.
Yeah, just sitting here looking at some of the history of recent races here, and all the crew chiefs do go back over their caution data and their caution histories. There is a history of a late caution in this race for most of the last 7 years, all but one. There's been a fairly short run to the checkered flag. Now, there are always those exceptions, but for the most part, there's been a late caution.
That would be bad news for Parker Kligerman, but you can see that advantage that he had on tires is starting to kind of go away on him. Austin Dillon's able to maintain, actually close up a little bit. And if the caution comes out, he does not have another set of tires. This could really hurt him.
Kyle has been right on that wall. I mean, he's just flirting with disaster up there. If that thing gets a little bit loose, he's going to clobber that wall, but he's been doing that lap after lap and just looking like he's barely holding on to that car.
By the way, just to tie that information you just saw together, the green went with 35 laps to go from the last yellow. Kyle has just left Sam Hornish Jr.
You know, we talked about confidence in a driver when Joey Logano was up here, and what this has got to be doing for Kyle Busch to get back in this Nationwide car and be dominant, bleed over, what it does mentally for you to bleed over into Sunday's big race. Gives you a lot of extra step in you, makes you feel good. I don't care what you're winning in, as long as you're winning, it does something.
I agree with you, and I think last year it worked the opposite for Kyle Busch. He didn't have much success in the Nationwide Series, trying to run his own equipment, and I think it carried over into the Sprint Cup Series. Didn't make the chase, and finally back on track now, though.
Using every inch of that top lane, Jamie, for Kyle to stretch that lead.
Absolutely. You guys were talking about the confidence.
Well, the high-speed racing is over. Whoa, Hornish into the wall.
He had made up about 3 or 4 tenths of a second the last lap on Kyle Busch.
Stay on it. It starts to feel wore out too.
He's giving it all.
You're good. All clear.
It's a good point, Andy. He was catching that 54 just a little bit.
He got him a lot the lap before this. I think he could smell it. He knows it's getting down to the end. Shows me he wants it.
He does want it. Well, Hornish is driving great this year.
Well, he's only got 2 more miles for something to happen in his favor.
White flag
is up.
Clear him.
And
One more.
Final lap today in California.
One more.
What a streak. What a performance by a driver and a team at one track, and even over a 5-year period for Kyle driving these Gibbs Nationwide cars. But even at this particular track, only 60 miles from the Toyota USA headquarters in Torrance, California, 48 miles from Toyota Racing Development's headquarters in Costa Mesa. Since Toyota teamed up with Joe Gibbs at this track, they will remain undefeated in the Nationwide Series on their home speedway. Another win for Joe Gibbs Racing, Toyota, and Kyle Busch at California.
Yeah, good job, guys.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a special presentation of ABC Sports, spanning the globe to bring you the biggest events in the wide world of sports.